Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the 84 Honda Shadow 700. I was gonna do this long drawn out video on how to run gas from this tank. Skip over the secondary tank because this has not been cleaned, but this one has been cleaned, and then it runs into the secondary tank directly down through the secondary tank, underneath there, comes out, goes through the fuel petcock, and then into the fuel filter, and then into the fuel pump, and then up to the carburetors, and then into the engine. So my long drawn out video turned into I'd rather just ride. So instead of using a coupler here and figuring out how to get gas down to here, I decided let's just take out the fuel filter, which looks pretty shitty. Sorry for my French. It looks bad. It's not great. This tank was pretty rusty, which probably means this tank has rust in it too, but I have to take the rear wheel off to get the tank out. So what I'm going to do, not smart, but I'm just gonna put in a new fuel filter, which I was putting on a line because I was gonna fix this right. So what I'm gonna do is put in a brand new fuel filter, and hopefully any rust in here gets caught in here before making it into here and destroying everything. So that's what we're gonna do. Not smart, but it'll get us back on the road. Welcome to roadkill. Haha. Sorry, that's not fair either. So all I'm gonna do is replace this fuel filter with this fuel filter, and we're gonna run it and hope that it's okay, because the sucker was running before. We had electrical problems, fixed those, and we're gonna put this back together. So all I did was take the hose off here and then disconnect it from the fuel pump, and we're gonna stick in a new fuel filter and hopefully all is good. So yeah, I'll show you the new one when I have it set up. Well, for what it's worth, I think it's worth mentioning that I could not get the hose off of this end of the fuel filter. It broke off inside the hose. So I might fish that out. I shouldn't reuse this probably, because I have brand new hose sitting right here. But the hose itself is not cracking, and I need to do probably some more work to this anyway. I'll probably fish this out with a hook, and this one came out, but it pulled that fuel filter made it look pretty weird. So yeah, I don't know what to think of that. Anyway, there's definitely rusty stuff in here, and yeah, like I said, probably shouldn't be doing this, but for now, let's make it run. Well, here's our new setup. Obviously I could not get that piece out of there. It is bonded to that hose, and you know, the hoses aren't great, so we'll throw that aside. This one, if it ain't broke, if it ain't leaking, run it, right? I know it's cracking, but I guess we'll throw that on. The only reason is because these little clamps are hard to get on the new hose. It's just that much newer, that much bigger, and I just don't feel like wrestling with the second one. So we're gonna throw this back in and see what we can do. New plan. No matter how much I complained about doing this, as I was putting on the clamp, I broke the hose. So obviously this is trash. Don't need to reuse stuff that'll break. And we'll go with the new one. Now I gotta route it from the petcock through there to the fuel pump. And hopefully we'll be good to go then.